if Canelo's not letting his hands go, if he goes into a lot where he's just looking to time you with that perfect shot and that shot's not there, he can lose rounds and he could end up losing a decision.
Well, I think, to be honest, I think that the people that see this fight close, in my opinion, I don't feel like they truly respect Canelo Alvarez's skill set like that. I think they believe that he's good and he's great because what he's done in his career, but I truly don't think that they look at him as, compared to other legends, as high regards when it comes to the skill set. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so.
I think Canelo has a beautiful skill set. The only issue that I think with Canelo is sometimes he gets away from the jab and he's only looking to throw a hook around the side. Now, mind you, he has probably the most beautiful feints I've seen in boxing history, truthfully. Like, you don't know where those shots are going. He'll look like he's going to shoot to the body. That shot will come up the center with an uppercut, or he'll look like he's going to shoot a right hook to the body, and that overhand right will come over the top, and he'll follow up with a hook to the body. Like, as a coach, the stuff that I see him do is beautiful. But I also see him neglecting punch output. I see him getting a little lazy in the ring. I see him neglecting a jab. And I think that with a guy who can switch, who uses his legs and can use a good jab and is strong enough to absorb what he gives back, like it all comes down to if Crawford can take the heat. If Crawford can take the heat, which I'm going with my intuition saying he can. I'm just taking a guess like everybody else because we've never seen Crawford at this weight. If he can take the heat, we got to fight, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't going to be no fucking walk in the park for Canelo. Now, if Canelo goes in there and hits him and hurts him early and Crawford's like, holy shit, I just could never adapt to the power, then, you know, I'll bite my words. But if Crawford could take the heat, if he shows he can handle the punches, bro, he has every tool in the book to make this a nightmare for Canelo. This ain't going to be a whitewash. You know, it all comes down to if he could take the punishment.
But I did like that you said something about Canelo Alvarez that I felt, and you I don't know, you got a different eye. You got a trainer's, you know what I'm saying? You got your prestige trainer eyes. So of course, I'm not gonna act like my eyes that is better than yours. You're official in that. You could help me. That's what I'm saying. You could humble my thoughts. So the thing that I saw with Bud Crawford having problems with is the feints of Majumov. I felt like he was falling for a lot of feints that we never seen Bud Crawford fall. He reminded me of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Every feint Majumov was throwing, Majumov wasn't really throwing that much. It was just his feints, and he was falling for feints, and he was resetting Bud Crawford. Like, it looked like Bud Crawford was having too much second thoughts because of the feints. Now, you just said that the best attributes that Canelo Alvarez is feints. So if he have problem with Majumov feints, how he's not going to have problems with the best feints, in your opinion, of Canelo Alvarez? Or is it just different type
he's gonna have problems. Like, I'm not coming up here saying Crawford gonna go in there and do what he did to Errol Spence. I hope y'all not getting me screwed. You know what I mean? I know a lot of the fans in here, you know what I mean, they'll automatically take, if you don't, you know, jump on the Canelo bandwagon, automatically they want to just go crazy. What I'm saying is, he is not going to be an easy fight. Saying he has zero chance is crazy. I will not be surprised if he beat Canelo. And another thing, Majumov utilized a lot of in and out rhythm with his feet. He didn't just do feints like Canelo, where Canelo will stand in front of you and kind of throw a feint like he's going to throw low and throw high, which I think he does better than anybody. Majumov was very active. He had a lot of activity with his footwork. What kind of a amateur background did Majumov had? If I'm not mistaken, it was very extensive.
Like 300 amateurs.
Okay, so you're talking about a guy with 300-something amateur fights. This ain't a regular guy who's 10-0. People need to understand that too. When they see these 10-0 records, automatically they assume that these guys don't have no experience. They don't got no professional boxing experience. Compared to a guy like Crawford, but they got far deeper experience on an international level as amateurs, which means not only were they fighting the best in the world all the time, they probably also sparring the best in the world all the time. So they understand boxing. These ain't regular guys, and Majumov ain't no regular guy. And honestly, Majumov would give anybody a fucking difficult fight, including Canelo. So a lot of people are acting like because he had a tough fight with Majumov, there's no chance he could beat Canelo. It's a totally different style. You're not talking about the same kind of style. And we all know this game is style make fights. I mean, how many times have we seen it where one guy will lose to a guy and then he'll go ahead and beat a guy and then he'll lose? I mean, we
The
can't.
triangle theory.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
that shit don't work in boxing. It's all about styles. And you're talking about a guy who's very active with his upper body and lower body in Majimov. That's a difficult fight for anybody.